Because I was so addicted to dance, I got kind of good at it, I guess. I spent all my time there, so I ended up dancing professionally, but not because I wanted to. I originally wanted to be a physical therapist because I wanted to help people like my dad, but life took another route. I went to get a BFA. They would bring in different kinds of choreographers, and they brought in this man called Doug Verone. When they bring in a choreographer for a residency, they usually start with a show. Doug Verone was the first time that I had seen dance put to video. Behind him, he had this big screen, and it was like this ocean. And he had like his dancers dancing, but the way he choreographed was unlike anything that I had ever seen. I was blessed enough to do that residency with him where he explained how he listens to music and how every single instrument has such a special role in the overall creation of the song. Every instrument you feel in your body, and that is what tells you how to choreograph. My dad kept on getting really sick, so I came back down and I went with a friend of mine to try out for the Heat, and I made it. With the Heat, it was great because you had to learn difficult choreography very, very quickly and perform it in front of thousands of people that same week. And you can't make a mistake. That was a great experience in dancing professionally, commercially. So I was at a Heat game and someone was like, hey, there's this man in the audience that he wants to talk to you. I was like, okay, who is it? Super awkward. And he's like, it's a choreographer called Darren Henson.
Darren DeWitt Henson.
Darren Henson.
Darren Henson.
Darren DeWitt Henson.
Darren Henson.
Darren Henson.
Darren Henson.
Darren Henson.
He was like the most respected choreographer in the industry. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, of course. And then he was like, hey, so I'm having this convention. Can you show up tomorrow? I didn't know that what he was doing was auditioning me. So I went to the convention, and after he's like, hey, so you're gonna fly to Canada in 2 weeks. We're gonna shoot an instructional video that later became Darren's Dance Grooves, the first dance instructional video that hit MTV.
Miami's hottest, Janet, who actually dances for the Miami Heat.
Hey, everyone.
Do you wonder where Britney Spears or NSYNC got their moves? Here's your chance to get the inside look at how it's done. With Darren's Dance Grooves, the new video.
And because I'm an introvert, I'm a huge observer of everything. So when I see him work, I had never known that dance could do that. Like, I had only seen dance as like on stage, ballet and chords. He had like this ability to make people into stars and stars into mega stars. It blew my mind. It was another moment where I was like, I'm gonna observe how you even throw away your garbage, like what you do with your bagels. Like, I wanna know exactly what you do because I want to be part of it. I did such a great job there that he put me on the tour. I was a choreographer in the biggest tour for dance. There's no school you could go to for that. But the Hip Hop Source Awards were coming to Miami. He was double booked, so he's like, Janet, just handle it. I'll be there literally 2 days before the show to rehearse the dancers. So I need you to cast the dancers. I need you to deal with Motown Records. I need you to deal with the stylist. Find me like makeup artists.
Yo, give it up for Made Men Benzino.
Featuring Scarface and Teddy Riley, y'all.
Yeah. 2001 Source Awards.
Yo, hey yo, it's time to shake the head, hey baby. Wish the favorite and wrapped in plastic.
Got the game mastered.
Benzino blasted.
I lasted. Stepping into one piece, the X-Men. They come with no heart.
And I was like, hooked, drug. I'm like, whatever you need, take me wherever. This is what I want to do forever. My dance teacher, which is John Culbertson and Cookie Ramos, they were like, Janet, if all these people are calling you and you're just doing it for free, are you stupid? Why don't you create a talent agency and then charge them and just take a commission? I'm like, oh, okay. That popped off because Miami was a lot cheaper to film than in Los Angeles. All of a sudden, we started to get a lot of commercials and films. And do you remember like the iPod commercials? We did the Shakira tour, we did Beyonce's tour. That live show experience, I was able to dance in them, most of them, and provide the talent for it. Glenn Douglas Packard, which was another one of my mentors. So he was from New York and super respected in creating huge shows as a creative director. So he's the one that would put I think it was Michael Jackson's anniversary special. Another level of, and I had the opportunity to be his assistant, another person that I'm forever, forever grateful for.
Coreógrafo y ahora pues soy como director creativo, ¿no? Y me encargo de todos los musicales, de toda la puesta en escena que el show tiene. Entonces...
What happened though is that in 2008, the market crashed.
The NASDAQ, everything and more has been completely wiped out.
It was the worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
What started in America last year has now spread to every part of the world.
This could be the most serious recession in decades. And that means life, as most Americans know it, is about to change, in some cases dramatically.
Labels weren't hiring dancers anymore. They weren't shooting videos, they weren't doing anything. Everything just stopped from one moment to the next. When you were doing great things, but then all of a sudden the great thing just stopped and you don't know how you're gonna live, and then your friends are like getting a paycheck every 2 weeks and they ain't worried about medical care, like they ain't worried about nothing. I could have said that their life was boring, but now it looks pretty good. I just felt like I needed solid ground and I was tired of being a gypsy and I desperately needed some safety. That timeline that all women have puts you in a really, in a position where you make really bad decisions for yourself.